Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection. Headline edition will bring you special reports and interviews in a moment.
How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh, and this video is a message to D. Scott Davis. And I've never understood these people who put D as their first name. What do they got to hide? But that's another animal for another time. Chairman and CEO of United Parcel Service. Oh, Mr. D. Scott Davis, I want to read you something. This is off of the customer agreement for a P.O. Box service. Maybe you've never seen this. Maybe at United Parcel Service and FedEx, they've never seen this mysterious notice that customers have to sign when they sign up for a P.O. Box. Well, this is an option. This is Section A of the agreement, street addressing service for your P.O. Box. And I'd like to read it to you, because apparently your employees, your drivers, some of your supervisors, all they do is either not get out of the truck and walk up 9 steps into the post office to deliver packages here and down, or, I hope this worked because I didn't put on the headphones, or they're too lazy to get off their butts and go into the post office. So I had a supervisor argue with me Friday in the middle of the night when I got a message from Amazon saying there's a problem delivering my package because of the address. I had the same problem in February with another package from Amazon delivered to the same address. 815 Court Street is the physical address for the post office here in downtown Martinez. It's 4 blocks from my house. Well, I'm going to read this to you. With this service, you will have the option of using the street address of this post office location for your mailing address, in addition to your P.O. Box number. For example, if a post office is located on 500 Main Street, and you have P.O. Box 59, your mail will be addressed 500 Main Street, number 59. You can provide either the P.O. Box or the street address as your mailing address to those who send you a mail. Well, that's not correct, because if you put the P.O. Box, they won't send your packages, except through the post office. But you will be able to use the street address to receive most packages and deliveries through private carriers, not characters, oh, there may be some characters on those trucks, such as UPS and FedEx. Well, I called UPS on Wednesday to say I want to make sure this doesn't happen again. Well, lo and behold, Thursday we can't deliver your package to the post office. And the problem is they drive up in their trucks and they look around, they go, gee, it's not a business, it's not a residence, it's the post office. I can't deliver this to a post office, even though this form allows them, to deliver to the post office. Well, last month I ordered a prop, much like my alien sunglasses here, for my videos. I never got it. Why? Because the clerk wrote customer refused item. Well, I live 4 blocks. I go out my door here, go down the steps, down to the sidewalk, go 2 blocks, turn right at the back of the senior center, go 2 blocks to the DA's office, cross the street. Now, the post office is next to the county jail. There's a sheriff's substation in there. My mail got broken into a year ago in December here. That's why I started having mail go to my P.O. box. I got to have one of the safest places to get mail because with all the sheriff's deputies going in and out all the time, being next to the jail, next to the courthouse, that's why it's called the court post office. No one's going to rip off my mail. So, they'll pull up and they'll mark it refused by customer. And they did that in February. I don't live at the post office. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to walk over there. I don't know. I haven't timed it. I listened to Coast on my iPhone or a John B. Wells interview. I haven't gotten around to putting the new guy, the replacement guy from Saturday on there. So anyway, I go in to talk to the clerk after my package gets returned by customer. A package I never saw, by the way, Mr. Davis, because it didn't go to my house. And she said the drivers do this all the time. They don't want to get out of the truck, so they mark it refused by customer and send it back. Well, when I called on Wednesday, the supervisor argued with me. I called Friday morning at between 2 and 4, at 6 in the morning when they opened up. Amazon said this new package was being returned because there was a problem with my address. And this guy started arguing me, saying you should have the actual name of the post office on there. And I said, that's not required, and that's not what you're supposed to do. So I start looking around for the number for UPS in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got their number. But it's a deep, dark secret. They must be on the Majestic 12 list at UPS because you can't call the chairman's office. You can't even talk to someone in their headquarters, but I found a way around it. And I got a nice lady, and I want to commend her. Usually I bitch about customer service, but this was Jean Marquez, and she gave me her phone number. And then I got a call from the supervisor at the Concord UPS office. Now, you're not allowed to call the Concord UPS office. I tried asking for the manager over there. And they said, we're not allowed to do that anymore at customer service. That's why I always go above their heads. And she said, you're absolutely right. The corporate lady, Jean Marquez, told me I'm right. They're supposed to deliver stuff to the post office. Well, they tried to deliver it to my house, but there's a codicil to this story. I went over to the post office yesterday, looked for my mail, and all I got was junk mail. No new shirt. I'm waiting for a shirt. So, and I met a guy there who was talking to the clerk, and he said he's having the same trouble. He's had to call UPS not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times to try to get his packages delivered to the post office. He also can't get them from FedEx, which in Martinez is right up the road on Center Avenue. I've been to both these places. The UPS office is across from the drive-in. And we still got a drive-in here, which is a rare thing in America. So, he can't get his stuff either. And he said, what can I do about it? I said, well, call corporate and try to find a way to get someone at corporate, because the people who answer the phone don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know the regulations. They don't know the rules. So anyway, last night, I'm sitting here all day. I was up till 9 o'clock talking to Amazon and UPS. Finally passed out. Woke up a couple times because I keep having to wake up to go to the bathroom. And I wait. I put a note on my door at 4:45. A UPS guy walking to the post office, back in 15 minutes. Walked to the post office, met this guy, talked with him for about 5 minutes, walked back. Still no package. 6:45, I'm starting to get hungry. It's time to go to the store. I went and bought organic potatoes. That'll be interesting. I never bought those, so we'll see what happens with those. Go to the store and no package. So I call UPS. Hey, where's my package? We delivered it. I said, well, I'd like to know how you delivered it. Did Jeannie, for my dream of Jeannie, deliver it? Did Samantha come back from the grave and deliver it with her nose twinkle, twinkle, twink? Because I didn't get no package. So I go outside my iPhone. I'm talking to the guy, and there's the iPhone. And I'm saying, okay, I'm going to try to find out where this mystery package is hiding. So he tells me another apartment, and I go tromping down the balcony. I go to that apartment, and it's one of the guys in the building. He and his wife are both deaf, and I can't understand them. He can talk, but he can't hear. So he takes me up to another apartment, and that woman I know, she's very nice, but she sent it up to a third apartment. Excuse me. That's from my voice tonight. So she sends it, to the third apartment, and that woman's deaf too, so the neighbor says, push the button on the door and it lights up. And there was my package from Amazon. Now, hold on a minute. God, I'll kill myself here one day. So, I wish Microsoft had invented a wireless headphone. Everything else seems to be wireless. This thing is probably going to choke me to death one day or something. Sorry about that. Here's the box. And I'll hide the mailing label, but there's the UPS box. And, oh God, that bag's sticking to the tape. That's stupid. So there's the box. And, says Amazon Prime on it. And all the stuff came in there. But if I hadn't called him and said, where the hell is my stuff, I'd still be waiting. So, Mr. Davis, how about getting the nice lady there and your supervisor of the Concord office and your truck drivers to do what they're supposed to do. Not just for me, but the other poor dumb son of a bitch who's still waiting for his packages and has to keep driving over to Concord, and it's 10 miles to that office. So if he lives here, he's making 2 trips every time you guys send a package to him. And he doesn't want to get him at home either because he's afraid to get ripped off. I don't want to get him here because we had a drug dealer in the building. They threw him out. And last night at 1:30, I caught 2 druggies up in the laundry room. That's why I don't get mail here anymore. They broke into my mailbox. So please, Mr. Davis, do something about this. You're supposed to deliver packages to 815 Court Street and the other post offices across the country. And I was also told by your supervisor that some UPS offices are refusing to deliver packages to post office boxes, even though they're marked with the physical address of the post office. I don't think that's right either. So this is the guy from Pittsburgh. I'm going to write a snail mail letter to you, Mr. Davis, so I cover all the bases. I've written an email, and I got one of those stupid automated emails, which means nobody read the email. And I hate those things. If I became dictator, that's one of the first things I'd ban. You get an email, you read it, and you address the thing as if you actually wrote it. Don't send no automated emails to people. It's aggravating as hell. And it's insulting. Guy takes time to write you an email. Someone should read it and address the problem. And that's the problem with this country. Too many guys not addressing the problem. And they just pass it on to someone else. The buck gets passed and nothing gets done. All right, Mr. Davis, I'm done. This is the guy from Pittsburgh, and you will be hearing from me again. Have a good weekend. I hope you're not getting too much snow back east. I know they were getting some today in Kentucky when I talked to someone there at Amazon. I want to thank Amazon for at least shipping this stuff. But if I wait for UPS to deliver it, I'll be even older than I am. Because I have to be like Indiana Jones or Leonard Nimoy and go in search of my package, and I shouldn't have to do that. All right, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.